What sort of tools are you using there? What's the major incident tool stack look like over there? How are you leveraging the technology?
Yeah, the main tool that we use for our communications is, well, not say the main tool, the tool that we use for our communications is xMatters. So we use xMatters as a communications mechanism. And that's the key tool, that's the one tool that we rely upon. We don't do any of and again, incident management teams are structured differently. We don't do any of the monitoring or anything of that nature. We're there to drive the process to run the major incidents. So, we rely on two tools, one being xMatters for our communications. I'll come back to that, and Remedy from a trouble ticketing and workflow perspective. xMatters we use for all of our major incident communications. We've built up a lot of capability actually within the team in terms of how to best utilise xMatters and how to fully exploit the capability that exists within the tool. We communicate all of our major incidents through many different channels actually. So we do communicate some of our major incidents externally to our corporate customers. But most of our comms are internal to all of the right people that need to know about a major incident. Typically a lot of the teams that are then facing off into the customer environments. They need to be armed with the right information. But we've built a lot of capability in terms of how people can consume the content of the communications. Firstly. So we push our communications, although xMatters is the kind of native tool that we use to communicate, the consumption of that communication, it can be done in many different ways, email, text messages, an app on the phone. We push it into our workplace environment internally. We push it into workplace chat. We push it into Microsoft Teams so that anybody that wants to consume the comms can do so however they want to. So I think that the means of getting the comms out there is important, and xMatters enables us to do that. We structure. We have a lot of our comms kind of templated, such that you're not having to write everything from scratch from minute number one, which is not something you want to be doing when a major incident's happening. You want some comms that are in the main written and ready to go.